They break up your house one thing. They rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm, and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased, and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. They come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here.
Trinidad and Tobago, welcome to Real Talk, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. So as we start off tonight, viewers, we're going straight to the Commissioner of Police. Listen this, my fellow brethren of Trinidad and Tobago. For the third time, within the last 2 weeks, the Commissioner of Police has been ordered by the court to decide on a firearm user's license FUL application. The latest order was made by Justice Ramcharan. Commissioner Earl Haywood Christopher has to make a decision by June 16th. On January 15th, similar order were made by Justice Ricky Rahim and Devendra Ramprasad, declaring that the commissioner breached her statutory duty by unreasonable delaying a decision on a Carapicharima businesswoman FUL application. In all the cases, the commissioner was ordered to pay cost. The business people in all 4 cases have asked for their names not to be published because of the prevailing crime situation and their fear of becoming targets. Now you can't blame them for that. In March 2024, Justice Frank C. Prasad tried the commissioner for attempting to justify the delay on the backlogs of application and the pandemic. In the case before him, the commissioner cited the pandemic, the backlog of 25,000 applications and the audit as reasons for the delay. How can you cause this to be a delay? Let me tell you something. There is a team in place that when you submit your application, there is a team in place to do background checks. Number 1, certificate of character, it is clean, good, all well and fine. Number 2, you're going in the community and you find out about the individual. How hard is that? How hard is that? There is a team. But according to the commissioner, on that, they had 25,000 applicants and only 100. Only 100 she issued. Imagine that, eh? Only 100. That was last year. While the borders remain open, illegal firearm continue to come into Trinidad and Tobago, and it is easy to get an unlicensed firearm on the corner. But to get a licensed firearm, your dead grandmother and father had to come out now to talk to Ola. Imagine that, eh? Your dead grandmother and father have to come back to talk to Ola in the spirit. Ola say, pray to God to get a licensed firearm. Let me tell you something. If the Commissioner of Police decides to sign off on firearm and give homeowners and businessmen, you know that the crime in Trinidad and Tobago automatically will go down. All you know that? All you didn't know that. You know why? Bandits wouldn't know which homeowner have firearm, and the bandits wouldn't know which businessman have firearm. So therefore, they may not take chances of going into a business. You know why? They could get killed. Bandits may not take the time to go into somebody's house. You know why? They could get killed. The minute the Commissioner of Police start doing that, crime will drop. Businessmen will hardly get robbed. Homeowners, you wouldn't hear house breaking and things like that. You wouldn't hear that. You know why? Bandits will be scared to go in. Because they know when they decide to rob John's house, John might have a firearm. That's the difference. You see, instead of the Commissioner of Police and her team do things not to get blamed or lambasted by the public, they won't do that. They rather get lambasted by the public. And imagine, Ola going to somewhere in the other half of the world and you hear somebody saying, oh, you're the Commissioner of Police for Trinidad. Yes, nice to meet you. When you do a stink job in Trinidad, you know she will swell up she mouth. She was swell up she mouth. It's sad, you know. It's sad. But nevertheless, Trinidad and Tobago, Earla was ordered. They didn't ask she, you know. They ordered she. They didn't say, Earla, you had to pay now. You was ordered to pay. That's the difference. You was ordered. I wonder how she feeling now that the breaking news in Trinidad and Tobago. How you feeling, Earla? I hope you're happy. Trinidad and Tobago, I am Saieed. You have Real Talk with Saieed Ali, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. Why we remain #1? Because we highlight the issues of the day that is hampering us. We ask for solution, we demand solution, we need change. That's the reason why we still remain #1. Now, we go live from 7 p.m. on Synergy Network with Harry on the next day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember that. So while I am talking about this, I want to talk about the 5% Real Talk Financing is offering you Trinidad and Tobago. Now, we are the oldest financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago licensed that is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit. Now, the people wanted something more in 2025. So we at Real Talk decide to give them something more in 2025. What are you getting? You are getting 5% on a fixed deposit. Now, the good thing about this fixed deposit is that you're getting your interest up front. You don't have to wait 5 and 10 and 20 years. No, we changed the whole policy in the financial sector. We changed the whole policy. No longer you have to wait 5 and 10 and 15 and 20 years to collect your interest. Sometimes you might die hoping to get the interest, hoping to live. Let me tell you something. At Real Talk Financing, you don't have to worry if you're going to die on your policy. Once your check clear, my office will call you to come and collect your interest up front within a few days' time. A few days, you're getting your interest to enjoy yourself. Pay down on a new car, repair the house, go for a vacation, things like this. So Trinidad and Tobago, those of you, you have your little dachina in the bank, as they would say, your little coins in the bank, your dollars in the bank. Check what you're getting. Ain't nobody matching Real Talk Financing with 5%. Nobody, I could guarantee you that. And they will never beat it. You know why? You know why? We have our vision, we have our aim, we are here to satisfy the people. So 5% on fixed deposit, interest up front. Interest up front. That is what we're giving you here. Anybody say they're giving you 6%? Come and meet me. Come and meet me. Because they couldn't pass 4, they go match 5. Nevertheless, Trinidad and Tobago. Also remember, viewers, be part of the Real Talk Credit Union, a growing financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago. We are also extending branches in Guyana and Barbados. Viewers, be part of this movement that is growing in Trinidad and Tobago, a place where you can save your money and get a higher interest rate. How we doing it? We always on top of everything. We always on top. You're looking for cash borrow, you need a loan, not a problem. Our numbers will be on screen, viewers. Contact our office, set up an appointment. All the information, all you have to do is call the office. And all the information, you will hear it over the phone. Some of you will need to come into the office, and we will work with you from there. Remember, viewers, our numbers are on screen. 242-9944 is South Credit Union. 231-6219 is Central Credit Union. Loan Department, it's 238-6716. 339-1670. Viewers, feel free to call these numbers and you will get all the information you want concerning fixed deposits, concerning loan. Also, Real Talk Equipment Rental. Viewers, Real Talk Equipment Rental has 2 pieces of equipment for sale. We have a truck for sale, viewers. Remember, a truck is in prestige condition. Look at the truck alone on television and you would imagine seeing this in real. seeing this Munstein reel. It's a 7-ton, it's a wrecker, and also a crane truck. So you're actually doing 2 jobs in one. When you're not wrecking, you're transporting heavy equipment. Heavy equipment. Remember that, viewers. Contact Real Talk Equipment at 3391670 and you will get all the info, or 2386716. Also, we have an excavator for sale. It's a 306 new model excavator. This one has the grader in front, viewers. Remember that. So you're actually leveling a road while you're digging hole or pond or whatever it is. 2 jobs in one. It's unique. So you want to see this equipment, want to view it, call 3391670 or 2386716 and you're starting the construction from there. Also, you have a project going on, you wanted to rent, we could deal with that. Also, Real Talk has launched a new department, viewers, where we deal with crash and damaged vehicle. So you have a vehicle that is write-off, damage, not a problem. Contact us, viewers, 3391670 or 2386716 and we will meet, discuss, cash in your hand. So as we start our program tonight, remember I'm a spiritual consultant. Those of you who need spiritual help, feel free to contact me, viewers. Also, those of you who have US to sell, I am buying. Remember that. I ain't studying nobody from FIU, my business need to run. And they need to get paid to go home and see about them family. Yeah. That's how real it is. Now, a clarion call for unity within the People's National Movement, PNM, has compelled Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley to condemn those who have used racial grounds to criticize his selection of party chairman Stuart Young as his successor. Addressing the audience, Dr. Rowley highlighted the PNM's role in fostering Trinidad and Tobago. Well, let's listen to this man and the shining star who he have selected.
Today, the PNM is stronger than ever. And if there is one legacy that the PNM must hold on to as having given to this country against the background of who we are, it must be an acknowledgement that the PNM's role in engendering, nurturing, supporting, and defending interracial solidarity is in fact its shining star in Trinidad and Tobago.
Now, viewers, Stuart Young is a shining star, according to the Prime Minister. Now, Dr. Rowley responded to opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar questioned about the PNM stability following his resignation announcement, suggested she redirect her focus to her own fallen feathers. Rowley then called on all those who want to dip their nose in PNM business to say, stay out of PNM business. Listen to Rowley.
We have this PNM. We have provided more for our citizens than any similar country anywhere in the world. So we're not only strong on interracial solidarity. When Sparrow sang in 1962, tell the world there's a model nation at last on the question of interracial solidarity, we're strong on that. And that is why I want to say to all those who want to dip their nose and whatever else in PNM business, when you see the PNM caucus vote Stuart Young to lead the PNM in the parliament as Prime Minister, get the hell out of our business.
You see the last part of Dr. Rowley's statement? You see, for a Prime Minister, who depends on the people, I want to let you understand something. You see, Dr. Rowley didn't went there himself. No. The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago put the PNM power there. has power. Why? Because of the people. And for a man who governed Trinidad for 9 years to come now and tell the same set of people that put him there, stay out of P&M business. So let me ask you a question. Does the P&M work for you, or you, the citizens, work for the P&M? Does the P&M work for you, or you working for the P&M? Which one? Ask yourself that. I am not condemning Dr. Rowley, but you see the last part of that statement? States the hell out of the P&M business. The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago put the P&M there. And I want you to understand that. When your road not being fixed, and you cannot get water in the pipe, and the prices of groceries keep going up, and the cost of living keep going up. I'm going to tell you something, and gas keep going up. You know who is doing it? You want to know who is doing it? The present party that governs the country. Gas price raise under them. Food price raise under them. Cost of living raise under them. No maintenance of the road your vehicle driving on. And because what? Is a lack of production from that party. So when you hear Prime Minister come out and say to hell out of my party, technically you are telling me do not vote you. Because after 9 years, roads in the community is still the same. Cost of living going up. Lots of people lost their job. You can't get proper service still in the hospital for 1.4 million people. Schools are abandoned all over Trinidad. We can't get a proper handle on teaching for children with a population of 1.4 million people. And billions of dollars are being spent yearly in the budget. To this date, $3.4 billion has gone missing, and the Prime Minister cannot say who is responsible for it. The Minister of Finance cannot say where the money went, but blame a check clearing system. Today, the Auditors General, who have to check the check clearing system to make sure that is the system that caused $3.4 billion of taxpayers' money to go missing. Today, she has still not gotten clearance to check that system. Why? Why? Ask yourself why. Is somebody getting a kickback? I'm asking a question on national television. Is somebody getting a kickback? How it is that nobody can give a call for $3.4 billion gone missing? Police still to receive back pay. Some of you all can't get not more than 4%. Is it that you take 4% or you go home? Salary Review Commission. How much you raise the Prime Minister's salary by? Members of Cabinet, how much did they get a salary increase by? But your taxpayers going missing. And none of them say nothing. The union ain't say nothing. That is okay. You know why the union can't say nothing? Is it that you take 4%? Or you shut your blasted mouth and stay in a corner. That's why they can't say nothing. So they can't even protest to find out where the money going. You know why? They might drop the percentage rate that they're negotiating on. It's so sad that we have people governing Trinidad and cannot give proper accountability. They say money is the root of all evil. How could money be the root of all evil? You tell me. Everybody working for money. How come that is How come that is not the root of my evil? You see, the thing is, money cannot make me. I have to make the money. And that's the difference. We just get tired up. Oh, side, money is the root of all evil. People do all kind of thing for it. Really? No, you choose to do all kind of thing for money. The $5 ain't grow. The $10 ain't grow. The $100 ain't grow. You choose to do all kind of thing to make money. So how that could be the root of all evil? Sad. So Dr. Rowley told you, the people who put him there, stay out of P&M business. $3.4 billion going missing. Why can't he answer to that? Where's Colin Booth? This is 2025. 2024. Billions gone missing. 2025. Nobody to answer. But all I want to call Saieed and say, Saieed, you're bashing. Really? When I go down any hole in your community, who fixing your shock? Nobody else but you. Nobody else but you. He also scoffed at the fact that race was being used as a factor to determine young stability for the role of PM. He's a Chinese from Lalby Harry Trace and Penal. I don't care where he's from. I don't care what part of Trinidad he's from. He's a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. That is the most important. Listen to this view.
And don't you believe that you can incite PNM members about who is our leader and the shade of his skin? Because it is the same PNM members who before that voted him as chairman of the People's National Movement. So party members, don't get tired up. Don't get tired up. And I'll tell you more than that too. Of the divisions that we have in this country and those who will divide us in the 69th year, the question is, a Chinese prime minister? Is that Chinese? From Lalby Harry Trace in Penal?
You see, when you want to come at the address where he born and grew up, no, that's irrelevant, Dr. All you go, come now, man, you're too big, man. You're too big to be acting like a little 5-year-old child. It's sad. We had outsiders coming here that you want to put in leadership and they had multiple, what do you call it? Multiple what thing? Citizenship. I'll forget what. Now all I want to talk about you, young, well, should be shame. Shame, shame, shame. So if you all, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on this side. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Life throws you a curveball, and you need a clear path forward. Trust Realtalk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and the team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the blaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome back.
So trying to make our Real Talk Finances offering you 5% on our fixed deposit, viewers. Remember, it's 5% on our fixed deposit for 5 years and over. Interest up front. Remember that Trinidad and Tobago, the only financial institution in this country, is offering you its Real Talk. So make your Real Talk investment today, collect your interest, and live nice and happy. Also, viewers, we have a beautiful truck. Real Talk Equipment has a lovely, lovely, lovely heavy-duty piece of equipment for sale. It's a total excavator, your total backhoe, your total sand, your total bus, your total vehicle. Remember, it is a wrecker. And also, there's a crane together with this truck, so you could leave your heavy equipment and rest it on the truck. Remember that, viewers. Also, we have an excavator for sale, Real Talk Equipment, viewers. With this excavator, while you're digging your trench, you could level your road because there's a grader attached on to this excavator. So, viewers, if you want to see both equipment, Real Talk Equipment Rental, 239-1670 or 238-6716. Also, viewers, Real Talk New Department, crash and damaged vehicle. You have a vehicle that is damaged, whether it be a van, a car, a bus, a truck, contact 239-1670. We'll meet, we'll greet, we'll discuss price, and we'll take your wreck. Also, viewers, persons of interest tonight, Suzanne Mary Show. Suzanne Mary Show. So, Suzanne, apparently, like you didn't get the message the first 2 times I made an announcement. So let me tell you this again. This is concerning transferring of a vehicle. Good? Now there's a law that if you fail to transfer a vehicle, you could be charged. When Faris found out that, he ran quick and transferred a vehicle. You understand? So I'll tell you this. Contact Saieed. Right? Because if you fail to contact me to transfer this vehicle, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the courthouse. I'm going to ask the JP I'm going to ask the JP for the closest date, which I would get in 7 days' time. Good? For you to show up in court as to why I didn't transfer this vehicle. Right? Number 2, if you fail to show up in court, I do have a problem, the judge have a problem, lawyers have no problem, right? I will ask the magistrate to issue a no bail warrant. That is, if you fail to contact me, a no bail warrant meaning you fail to come to court and the police will have this warrant. And when they hold you now, they might want to do a trace and sentence, a search on you, which you will be sitting not only in the station cell, a no bail warrant, which means you're going straight up Raymond Yard. I believe they house them. You understand? And it will take 21 days to run a complete trace and sentence. on. So that is 21 days you will be sitting there for free doing nothing. Why? Because of the fact that you refuse to transfer a vehicle. I will say this tonight. And tomorrow night, I will tell you something. The public, I will something to add on to it. So if you want to go down that road with the company, not a problem. We can go down that road. I have nothing to lose. It's just you will get something on your character, and every time they pull a certificate of character, it will show that you was locked up for 21 days while a trace and sentence was going on. And I don't think you want that on your character. You see, when you move nice with people, people are supposed to move nice with you. You understand? But sometimes they just want to move. They want to do all kind of unnecessary thing, and I welcome the unnecessary thing because I could do it too. So as we start our program tonight, again, Energy Minister Stuart Young, the potential ascension to the role of Prime Minister is being met with immense pride by members of the Chinese Association. At this year's Chinese Spring Festival Fair, Young designation to the role by the Parliamentarian Caucus was described as an historic event. Despite Minister Young not being present at the event, the Chinese Society president took time to wish him all the best in his future role. Listen to this.
Allow me to take this opportunity to recognize the historic achievement of a member of our community with Chinese ancestry. I refer to the Honorable Stuart Young, SC, who will be our next Prime Minister. Minister Young quite rightly refers to himself as a Chembegoni. It's of Chinese heritage, and the way the Chinese community are very proud of this. We wish him all the best as he takes Trinidad and Tobago forward.
Congratulations to Mr. Stuart Young, and the Chinese movement in Trinidad and Tobago also congratulate him. So viewers, you have a call tonight. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Said. Great program as usual, man.
Thank you, my
friend. With a sledgehammer tonight, Said.
As
Because the
always.
great work you are doing to make this country a better place and to keep the citizens informed of what is happening in this country. And I'm telling you, and citizens, it can't get better than this, you know. Because I had discussions with diehard PNM supporters over the weekend, and that issue with the coat of arms, when I talk to some of them, they are so angry when they see what they have done. You know, and they are very sensible also, you know. They said that steel pan they put there does not reflect the society we live in. They also know half this population is Indians, and look what steel pan represent. When you hear about steel pan, who it associated with? When you hear about TASA, who it associated with? And the PNM support, I tell you, they are very angry with the PNM and all this rubbish. They know that the PNM is the problem in this country, you know, and Rowley and Hines who continue to use the PR and feel they will get through with it. Their supporters is condemning them for discrimination against the East Indian brothers in this country. Mr. Said, and I am telling you, a lot of people, they talk about your financial institution also, and they're going to invest in your company. Nowhere in this country, no banking in this country has ever done what you has done for this country and continue to do to improve the financial system here and to bring more money into the citizens' pocket. Mr. Said, you keep up the great job, man. God bless you, man.
Thank you, my friend. Let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. When God decided to show me visions and open doors for Said to act and put things in place and make sure it happen just for you. Let me tell you something. 5% is for the public, you know. 5% is for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to have a higher interest rate on the cash that they worked hard for, you know. Hard for, you know. Under the Real Talk group, we have Real Talk Security, Real Talk Equipment Rental, Real Talk Finance and Investment, Real Talk Credit Union, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, we have Real Talk Construction, right? Very soon, in Guyana, Well, we already have Real Talk Financing. We have Real Talk Equipment Rental. Very soon we're going to have Real Talk Credit Union in Guyana. A country that is developing at a rapid pace. They're developing very fast. So going to the 21st century. We're sinking very fast to go to the bottom of the pit. And that's the difference. When your leader have a vision, you will always be successful. Always. You think Real Talk Credit Union? It's 3 years of hard work, you know. Trying to make us 3 years of hard work I put in that department, you know. It took me 3 years to get our license, you know. Today we are licensed in Trinidad and Tobago and we are driving the stiffest bargain. Why? Why? Because the head of this group has a vision. What kind of vision? For the people to benefit better. That is the kind of vision. Well, everybody knows Saieed is doing spiritual work. I care about people, you know. I care about people. But when you pull a gun for me, trust me, I'll pull a gun for you. Yeah? When you make an attempt to kidnap my son, trust me, Spirit God deal with you. In the days of Moses, God used to defend Moses. I not Moses, I Saieed. But I know who defended me. That's the difference. Call her good night.
Mr. Saieed, you're doing a wonderful job. I just want to highlight an issue in the Calcutta Freeport area. Today is 14 days and we have no water. It is not an ongoing thing now. What I mean is months and years, later years and months. We had meetings with the MPs, the councillors, with relevant authorities from WASA. They solved it for 1 month and they're going back to square one again.
Oh my God.
14 days and we are so fed up and tired of it. And then you have to pay a bill.
Where is it?
Freeport, Calcutta and Freeport.
Calcutta and Freeport?
Yes.
All right, not a problem. Thank you for highlighting it, my dear. Hopefully somebody in Wassa will listen and open up water for them. So trying to make a listen to this. The survey of 111 business shared by the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commercial latest publication titled Challenges in Accessing Foreign Exchange shows that the foreign exchange shortage has caused significant operational impact. Business Insight shows that 62.2% of business face delays in paying suppliers, while 59.5% report decline profitable due to what? Forex shortage. In a survey, which was conducted from November 12th to December 13th, more than half of the 111 responding reports that only 0 to 25% of their forex needs are being met by commercial banks, while 15.3% said 25 to 50% of their monthly forex demand are satisfied. Imagine this, eh? Imagine this. So there's only a shadow of people that is getting the forex. UNC Shadow Finance Minister Dave Tanku said the survey reinforced a concern he had raised with the government some time ago. He said the behavior is not useful in attracting investment and, as the survey shows, has damaged the ease of doing business in Trinidad and Tobago. Listen to it.
This ravenous behavior is not conducive to attracting investment and, in fact, as the survey shows, has damaged the ease of doing business in Trinidad and Tobago. When this is added to the constant hijacking of business VAT refunds by the state, runaway crime, continuous delays at the port, a clearer picture emerges of the economic crisis that this country is in.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago, there was a list not too long ago that was circulated on social media. It shows how much hundreds of millions of dollars certain companies were getting in Trinidad and Tobago to keep afloat. Keep afloat. Are these companies foreign companies that has based in Trinidad and Tobago and are only getting US currency to keep afloat? What about the local businessmen? What about the local businessmen like myself? I have to line up in front of a bank from 7:30 in the morning to fall in a bracket of 1 to 10 to get 200. Imagine that. Imagine that, eh? I did that a morning to see if it was true or not. And it was true. A big businessman like myself in Trinidad and Tobago have to line up 7:30 by a bank. People were shocked to see me there. Said, how you here? You come here to buy 200 US? No, you know what's my thing? No, I come to see if what I was hearing was truth. I came to see if what I was hearing, if was the truth. I line up 7:30 in front of a bank. And 1 to 10 people to go by the cash out to get 200. Hence the reason why I could say it on national television. I did that to see if what I was hearing was the truth. And it was. Caller, good night.
Yes, good night, sir. It's a pleasure to get the opportunity.
I'm hardly hearing you, sir.
Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure to get an opportunity to have an audience on your show. I don't know if you will bear with me a quick short, but I'm really aggrieved as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago that I have a 69-year-old father who has worked 40 years in Ministry of Works, retired a few years ago, and has been diagnosed with two major issues at the Port of Spain General Hospital, lung and heart. So he has a complete heart blockage. And instead of being warded at the hospital and have a temporary pacemaker put in place until the recommended one could be acquired, because apparently these pacemakers are not readily available. He was sent home with a 28% pulse rate, which is, if according to doctors' terms, a dead man's pulse. Your pulse per the least supposed to be 60%, ideal 70. His is 28. As a citizen of this country, sir, that spent some time abroad, I am appalled that it feels, sir, it feels like as a citizen, you don't even have the right to the quality of life. And I'm fed up. I am really fed up. I'm trying my best. I have gone to TikTok, trying to seek help to get popular TikTokers to see if they could, air the situation of my father. And I am just doing what I can. If I was rich, I would have done it for him already. So I'm really appalled. Why do we have to go through this as poor, old, middle, working class people in this country? Why isn't health care readily available for us to access, sir?
It is very degrading, our hospitals.
So that is my, it's a lot of pain right now when you watch your loved ones suffer. And to tell you the truth, sir, I'm really fed up with this government. I mean, I don't want to sound political, but at the same time, sir, the suffering is real out here. It's real.
Before you hang up, leave your number with my operator and I'll contact you tomorrow. You get it? I feel it's joke. Why all you think I just spend $1 million+ from my pocket to air this program? You think it's just to make me a popular person? No, I'm already popular before I come on national television. I was doing spirit work. I travel and dealing with ministers, big boys outside. This is what I was doing, spirit work. You know why? When God opened that door, no man can shut it, you know. Trust me, king and queens will come before you. You know why? 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 Touch not my Lord's anointing. That's not who? The Lord's anointing. Who gave me the anointing? It comes from above. That is why when I come here and the hair start off, I know whose strength I is be talking on. I know whose strength I is be talking on. I think I got 11 legislation passed and amended in Trinidad and Tobago. All ever any see common man do that? You ever see a common man do that? No. I rank in 1% bracket, but you know what I like to be? I like to be humble. When I come here and I open my mouth, which means I want something done in Trinidad. By who? Those in authority. Who put them there? The citizens put them there. One minister tried to bump his gum, rah, 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 rah. Oh, it have a man on TV, loud mouth, this, that, the next. He nearly dead in an accident. You think I'm afraid to say it? No. And I told him, Zip your mouth because the next accident, you may not survive. You see, Trinidad and Tobago, this is a live program. And if I cannot talk about the real issues that we face in Trinidad, as a businessman in Trinidad, as a father in Trinidad, as a friend in Trinidad, if I can't do something, well then nobody can do nothing. They're quite telling. Because we have union leaders, if they open their mouth, they cut them from 4% to 3% to that, they zip them out and stay in a corner where grass growing. When I come here live, it's all the English-speaking countries hearing and seeing about this man highlighting an issue that happening in Trinidad. And who is being labeled? Those in authority. Look at the kind of roads we have in Trinidad and Tobago. And we have a minister named Rohan Sinanan, lifting his head high up, while the same Prado, the driver driving, going down in big hole. I wonder how do they feel? A small 2x2 country, 1.4 million people, and the road can't even be proper in our country. Everybody had to get something on the side. Everybody had to get something on the side in order for something to be done. When the Salary Review Commission raised the price of cabinet members, I stood right here and said, oh, port workers was protesting. They turned a blind eye to port workers, raised cabinet salary. You know what I tell them? They should have a stroke in their head. You want to turn an eye? Or they should get blind. I said on national television, come do me something. Come do me something. Listen to this video. Two. Trinidad and Tobago, the chamber said, he said the behavior is not useful in attracting investors and investments. And as the survey shows, has damaged the ease of doing business in Trinidad and Tobago. You all just heard that video. You just heard that. So instead of business become easy in Trinidad and Tobago, it is becoming very, very hard. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we have more to talk about.
We'll be right back.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Throws you a curveball, and you need a clear path forward. Trust Realtalk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Realtalk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Realtalk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the blaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome back.
So Trinidad and Tobago Real Talk Financing is offering you 5% on fixed deposit. Remember, this 5% interest that you are getting, it will be upfront, viewers. Interest of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You don't have to wait any longer. Real Talk Financing is giving you your interest upfront at 5% rate, viewers. Remember, we are the only financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago that is doing that. Also, viewers, Real Talk Equipment Rental has a truck for sale. It's a 7-ton wrecker with a crane. So if you are looking for a heavy roller, something to do wrecking, something to do with transportation on a large or heavy scale, this is the perfect and the ideal truck for you, viewers. Remember, Real Talk Equipment Rental has a 7-ton wrecker and a crane truck for sale. 339-1670 or 238-6716. Also, viewers, we have an excavator for sale. It's a 306 new model e-excavator. This excavator has a grader in front, so it is easy to grade road while you're digging your trench. Remember, it's fully air conditioned. It's a 6-ton wrecker, viewers. 339-1670 or 238-6716. Also, viewers, Real Talk Second Division. If you have a crash vehicle, you don't know where to go, you can contact 339-1670. We are dealers in crash and damaged vehicle, whether it be a car, whether it be a truck, whether it be a van. 339-1670. Real Talk Crash and Damage Vehicle Department. Also, viewers, we have persons of interest for tonight. Susan, somebody get in touch with Susan, let her know she may be sitting in a cell for 21 days trace and sentence, or even maybe more. If she fails to contact me to transfer a vehicle, because I will go to the courts, set a date, warrant officer will drop the date of hearing for her. If she fails to attend court, a no bail warrant will be issued for her for not attending. Now, in Trinidad and Tobago, come back to me. In Trinidad and Tobago, we like to sell vehicle and a transfer. You understand? But there's a law in our country. If you fail to transfer a vehicle, you could be charged. So if Suzanne wants to continue not contacting me and transferring a vehicle, it's not a problem, you know, I lost nothing. The thing is, I won't be sitting down in prison for 21 days. I won't be sitting down on a trace and sentence for 21 days. I would not. So viewers, I just want to share this with you. Some business chambers have stated that foreign exchange challenges outlined in Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce survey are nothing new. Hyderabad Chamber of Commerce President Angie Jairam stated that the challenges with Forex did not start last month. Therefore, the TNT Chamber survey provided is nothing new. She said, members are facing difficulty paying for their foreign bills and financial institutions are not providing them with the US currency to settle their bills. Listen to this.
This is real for the SMEs, and this is old news. Our chamber, and through the Confederation of Regional Chambers, have had discussions with the governor of the central bank in 2023 on this and other matters.
So viewers, meanwhile, Shagona Chamber of Commerce President Bala Marad said while he commend the TNT Chamber, the conversation around Forex availability is nothing. So Trinidad and Tobago, listen to this now.
Where it appears that some businesses are disproportionately disadvantaged, facing challenges in accessing adequate foreign exchange to sustain their operations.
So Trinidad and Tobago, I would normally tell you all I am buying US currency on national television. I have business running local and international, and I need Forex here. As simple as Guyana, I need Forex in Trinidad and Tobago to sustain my Trinidad and Tobago business. When I go Guyana, I will buy US currency in Guyana to supply my business there in Guyana. But all in all, Forex is a shortage. And remember, I am paying $750. Those of you who have, contact me, is what I can say. So viewers, it's that time where I must say good night to you, the viewers of Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, our rerun of this program is 11:30 to 12:30 the next day, and we'll be right back here 7 p.m. as we go live for another round of Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Until then, be safe and good night.